Hello everybody, this is Kerr with the Make Your Card Experience, and I'm back playing some more Warframe. And I've been playing with this for days on my recording problems. It seems that all of a sudden, because Shadowplay gives you really no way of knowing at all what the issue is, like you can't really look up like an error log or anything like that. I've been playing with OBS for a while. And what it seems to me that's happening is OBS seems to be telling me that I was having encoder lag, because I'm using NVENC, which is the same encoder that Shadowplay uses through your GPU. I have a feeling that that was the issue that I was having. So let me just talk about this real quick before we start. I think that was the issue that I was having, is that I was having encoder lagging, so it was dropping frames. For some reason, Shadowplay is just recently starting to do that with any game I'm playing now. It used to not. Like literally a month and a half ago, it used to not. So it's probably something to do with the latest update. So I had to go through OBS to figure that out by checking the log, because I set up pretty much identical settings between this and what Shadowplay was doing. And the encoder for OBS, even though it's not quite the same, was giving me that I was having a high encoder warning, and it was dropping frames and anything like that, that it was skipping frames. The difference being, in OBS though, it only skipped that frame or so, while in Shadowplay it would skip chunks. So in this now, the recording you're seeing now, it's through OBS now, and I had to drop the bitrate down to 30,000 kilobytes per second, 30 megs per second. I used to be able to do 50 on Shadowplay with no problem. I could do 50 on OBS with no problem, but there is an occasional drop or two. And last night I tested for about 40 minutes. I recorded just random gameplay footage, no speaking, and I didn't have any dropped frames at all. I mean, I guess technically it's not really a dropped frame. It's a skipped frame, which is causing the lag in the video, but I don't have it in the game. So now we're at 30. You shouldn't see a difference because we're on, YouTube and stuff like that. 30,000 looks pretty close to what I'm seeing on screen now. It's a little bit degraded, but on YouTube you shouldn't see a difference. So what am I doing today? I'm going to go ahead and go into an exterminate infestation on Auric and Derelict. The reason being is because I was just going to show you guys what I do to do solo runs for Auric and Vaults. Typically speaking, yeah, this is pretty dumb. Why would I do an Auric and Vault solo when you could get 4 people, and those 4 people would have their own keys? And in doing that, it would be much, much quicker, right? Well, a lot of my friends that I try to get to play this game, Nick's the only one that used to play with it, and he loved it like I did. All my other friends that I talked about, they're like, oh, I've heard of it, and I tell them they should get on there and check it out and see if they want to play, and they never get back to me about it. So I just assume that they're just being nice and they don't want to play it. But yeah, so in a case like this, I try to show you kind of like what I do for solo anything, because I do a lot of solo stuff. One of the things that I don't think I'm going to get away with at all, ever, is doing solo sortie missions, so I can't get the Nazi or Warframe, whatever it's called. So I'm going to have to hopefully wait for Nick and see if maybe the next day or two he might get a free day. We might not be able to record it, but maybe he'll at least play with me. But yeah, so this is what I basically do. I have the key on. I'm using Rhino Prime just due to the fact that he has this shield of amazingness, the armor Warframe, or the Rhino skin. So this allows me to not worry if I'm using anything that'll lose health, or I shouldn't have brought Taco Supreme. She's gonna die a lot. She's stupidly weak to anything that has to do with poison. And there we go. She'll drop literally as soon as she gets up. Oh, you didn't. Good job. But yeah, so, and the other reason too, I'm going to point out, the reason why I am doing this over or using this key, like a decaying dragon key, or the the bleeding dragon key over hobbled or extinguished. Extinguished I see 10% of the time on my playthroughs. Hobbled I see another 30%, 20%. No, about 30%. So it's like between hobbled, decaying, and bleeding. I see those 3 about 30% of the time. Extinguished, I see only 10% of the time I've ever done these runs. And so in me bringing a hobble or an extinguished key, I'm neutering my damage, and more than likely than not, I'm not going to see that door whatsoever. So it's really down to your own luck. So I would do a couple runs in your own solo and see what you get out of it. And if you get more of one key than the other that you notice, pick that key and then stick with it. It's the same idea, like people always argue, like if you're going to go for the lottery, pick the same numbers, because eventually they'll be called. Well, if you do the different numbers every single time, you'll probably never get it, is what people say. It's just down to luck. honestly speaking. But it does help a lot of people's minds to think, stick with the same thing, you'll get a better chance. When in reality, it's literally a 1/4 no matter what you do. I'm assuming that the actual settings in the game code for this is probably that it's a 1/4 chance to see every key. But it makes my mind feel better when I'm not using Extinguish because it feels like I get that less, even though that I probably get it equally the same as the other ones. That's just my opinion. So just keep that in mind if you're not superstitious, I guess. Keep it however you want, do the ones you want to do, and change regularly if you want to do it this way. Or you could just be not dumb and then have friends that actually enjoy the same games you do, and then you could actually just do this with 3 other friends and then get a 100% chance every time. Don't be lonely like me. But yeah, so I picked this Exterminate over other ones just because that due to the fact that like you can clear out the map once you kill everything, and then you don't have to worry about anything spawning if you've missed the door to go running through. While with Capture, it seems like you have to keep finding everything the whole way. It may be easier because then you just go capture the guy. You're guaranteed by to win, and then after the fact you can look for the door, but you're always being attacked. Well, this one, as soon as you kill however many there is, you don't have to worry about them anymore. Like, you're done. They're all dead. You don't have to worry about it. It's good to go. Also, too, if you're wondering, it's really cool if you're running low on mutagen samples or whatever they're called. This is one of the best ways to get more of them because there's a lot of rooms and a lot of those little boxes you can open, like in every single room. And you're almost guaranteed mutagen samples every time you do a run like this. But yeah, okay, so the other thing too, I've literally spent days on this whole dropping frames and recording issue. So I'm really hoping that this will be fixed now. So far, because the one thing I really love about OBS over any other recording software that I've been playing with now, which is like a lot of them, I can see, like since I have a second monitor setting up so I can like time how long I've been recording and stuff. OBS I can watch. I can actually watch my screen with OBS and see if I drop frames or not and see how good it's playing. So that's a good thing. So now I can tell you guys, literally, if I see on the recording something mess up or not, instead of telling you after the fact I didn't know it was there and then waste 40 minutes recording and then find out that I couldn't have really put it out anyway. Literally, I went an hour and a half yesterday recording, doing the same runs to show you this stuff, and then every single time going and looking at my recording and seeing it was just so laggy that you couldn't even see what was going on because it kept dropping frames, or skipping frames, and so I kind of got fed up and then just gave up and sat here the rest of the day after I went and did like my normal routine in the morning and day, and sat here for the rest of that evening and just played with OBS software settings and then played this game and just kind of dicked around in it and kept recording over and over again to test. And this is the best thing. And the reason why I'm pretty much guaranteeing that this is going to work with any other game is because if you've ever done recordings and stuff and looked at encoder settings and such, you know for a fact that encoding a video is a lot harder the faster the gameplay and the more sporadic the gameplay. So for me to be running around in a game like this and it not dropping any frames really with my fast erratic movements, my erratic shooting, and my erratic turning, I know for a fact a slower game like Fallout 4 in terms of the movement and stuff like that will be better. So if it can handle this, it should be able to handle anything else I throw at just fine. Should. In theory, but in practice, practice is always different, as you all know. Also, I have Atlas cooking right now. With the last ones I showed you, how to do the solo. How to do the solo Jordas Golem. With doing solo Jordas, I was able to get all the parts by myself just fine. And I didn't use an Itzel. I only just got my Itzel built. And so that makes it even funnier that I didn't use any special Warframes or anything. I just used the normal one. God damn it, Taco Supreme. I figured it would be a good idea to get Hirus for a lot of my Warframes just due to the fact that I can get some of that sneakiness and the damage is pretty good. But because she's such a low level right now, she dies literally to sneezing, like I swear. I can't see what I'm shooting at. Shooting at. Too many booms. Yes, hello, kitty. My cat, she doesn't like when I'm recording because then I ignore her. Where did the other one go? I saw him running. I hear him running. Right in the butthole. I was going to break his leg, but I missed his leg. Honestly, too, I'm just going to point out, even though it sounds a little bit silly, but has anybody really noticed worse accuracy with hip-firing sniper rifles? I have not. Like, I can hip-fire pretty good still. Like, see, they said that the spread's a lot worse on them now, but it doesn't really feel like it. As you can see, like, I used to do this all the time with my Snipetron Vandal. I'd be able to run through a map and literally snipe without even using the scope. And this doesn't really feel much different. Like, I mean, you want to zoom in because you get the crit damage and stuff, such, or depending on the sniper rifle, crit damage, crit chance, peer damage, etc. And the bonus for hitting multiple in a row. But if you're going to be doing quick shots on weak enemies just to level the weapon, it seems like hip firing works just fine. I mean, at this close a range, of course, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, even at a distance, it doesn't feel like I have an issue. Like, let's see. Well, if I miss. I don't know, like, you can see, like, I guess it's because I have, okay, I'll stop screwing. I guess it's because I have split chamber on. Maybe it's just that I'm getting lucky with one of them two going closer. I don't know. I'm speculating. Oops. Ow. Hey guys, what you doing? That's pretty cool. Can you please not, Taco Supreme, can you please not go over there and get murdered by the bombard? Please don't get murdered by him. Okay. Alright, something a little bit quicker. Well, I mean, he's up. I was about to say she was doing a little bit better, but then the fire one came out. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I don't understand how... Sometimes my, Kubro manages to slide down a hill or something after being down. Gotta love your Lex Prime. Alright, let's go searching for that door, because I've been kind of distracted. What's really fun about doing this solo, though, compared to other stuff, is if you get a Warframe that you really like playing, like I love playing... Oh, God. Oh, God, my jumping. I love playing my Rhino Prime. Rhino was one of my first, like, sought-after Warframes, and after a long time getting him, it just felt good to get something so powerful compared to the stuff you were playing with normally, which was the initial Warframes. Like, Loki was the one I picked first, and it was, like, ridiculously powerful, of course. But getting something that you can literally just walk through hordes of enemies with and never get damaged, that felt good on its own to get. But any Warframe that you're really good at playing at, like that you really enjoy and that you don't have issues surviving with or you don't have to think about, this is really relaxing to do this solo. Because even if you don't get it, you have relatively okay level enemies. 25 to 35 is relatively okay to level with. And you can just take weapons that aren't that strong and then just kind of shoot with them. Put on some good music and then you just take your time and have some fun. That's what I do. And so, like, it may seem like a monotonous grind, but it's actually pretty calming once you're just sitting here doing it, you know? Where are you, buddy? I hear you dying. Stupid asshole, I wanted to kill you. Oh well. I feel like that this is the way to the end of them. Yep, it is. Wow, I'm magical. Alright, that door doesn't open. So I haven't really even gotten to it yet, but the reason why, or the reason why it's not really that big of a deal at all to go ahead and waste your time going through this solo and only having a 1/4 chance, is because if you get to the end of the map, I tested this too, like, or not, yeah, if you get to the end of the map, and you find the door and it's not the key that you have, you can exit at any point in time and quit the mission. Of course, you won't get any of the levels you've been doing. Like if you leveled some that are pretty far, you won't get any of those, of course. But then you won't waste your key. It'll give you your key back for one. And what's good about that is that you don't have to waste any keys at all. You can use the same one over and over again. Oh, I had the wrong key on. That sucks. Bleeding was, of course, the one I had, or I was going to take it first, and I was like, no, I'll just build it and go with this Decaying Dragon one. But yeah, so as you can see here, I haven't quite beat the mission, so I can just go ahead and quit. And in quitting, I keep my key, and in keeping my key, I can do the run again. As many times as I really want to, I just don't get any of the levels I have, but that's okay, because I'm generally bringing stuff that's pretty high level. Anyway, claim. 2 days, 6 hours, which is pretty cool. So, like, if I wanted to go something a little bit more entertaining than the Rubico, since the Rubico is a little bit slower damage, I could bring something low level like a Strut Wraith that I've just been barely leveling at all. Oh, I could actually do some more on here. Why haven't I done anything more on here? Fire rate and puncture damage. It's an impact weapon, so that's a bad idea. 15, I don't have enough room. Ravage? I mean, this multiplier 2 times, 15%, that's not too bad of a multiplier. I mean, Seeking Force is just punched her, right? Why do I even have that on here? I probably just put it on there because I had something to put on. Yeah, we'll take that off and throw it in Hell's Chamber. Boom! And yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll leave the decaying on because I'm superstitious like that. And we'll try it again. But yeah, as you can see, I only had that one key made. I only just made a dragon key. I didn't actually make another Auric and Derelict key, and I still have the same one. And you can keep doing this over and over again. Like, if you're like Nick and I, where you don't really have anybody else to play this with, because a lot of your friends don't want to play it for some fucking reason, you could just do, like, one other friend. Like, you and a buddy that really enjoy playing games just together, you know? You could do what him and I did, and then you do this. You get a 50% chance with the two of you working together on it. And in the two of you looking for it, you both make one exterminate key, or it can exterminate. You both make a key of your choice. So in his and I's case, we both kind of really feel the same, not hobbled and... not hobbled. We really both believe that the decaying and the bleeding are more of a choice for us to take than anything else. We go with that. So, like, we'll make 2 of each key. Like, all of us he'll make like a bleeding, he'll make a hobbled. I'll make a bleeding, I'll make a hobbled, etc. We'll both make 1 of each key, so there's 2 for each of us. And then we'll go through the map, and then when one of us finally gets the vault, we'll use that key, and then that person will just switch from whatever one that they made to the next one. So if he found an extinguished door for some weird reason, then he'll switch to a bleeding one while I've been on decaying the entire time. And we'll just keep going until we run out of keys on one of our sides, and then we'll go ahead and make new ones. But that's what I would just say. Like, if you don't really have anybody to play with it, and it's just like you and one other guy that you really enjoy playing with, just do that. 50-50. You just bring some stuff to level and then some powerful Warframe that won't get hurt while you're doing it, and you're good to go. Like, Nick really liked playing with the Trinity for a while. Oh, I have that little leech on me, that's why I'm going so slow. So he'll be tickled, I think, to know that there's a prime of it. I don't think he has noticed that yet. But yeah, he would take like a Trinity and stuff like that and then could never die because of all the healing factors. And then he would take bleeding because then his health would never really be an issue. Or decay, I mean. So then his health would always be healing, but then he'd have a little bit of shield. And then I'd take bleeding and then just bring my Rhino Prime, and then I would never be touched in my armor anyway. It'd be good to go. The one thing that we used to both abhor, though, is taking hobbled whatsoever. The reason why is because hobbled used to be, no matter really how you're moving, even rolling was kind of slow. But I've tested it now, and with the new movement mechanics compared to 8 months ago, before they had them, this new control jump, this one, allows you to jump with a hobble key on. So you're not really that slow anymore. Because with that, you could just go like this the entire map, and you're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to kind of maybe just speed this up a little bit by getting on something a little bit stronger instead of my Stun Wraith. Because this isn't about leveling, this is just about showing you how like I would normally do it. Also, I don't know about you guys, but for me, with the a lot of the new builds that people are making for all the weapons, I'm kind of missing that punch through is being eradicated, like, for a viable build whatsoever. I love punch through on most of my weapons. Because I love being able to just shoot things through the wall, and then, like, if you have a shoddy, punch through is pretty friggin' nice because then you shoot one shell and it can hit, like, 6 people with all the shells going through the first, or all the pellets going through the first guy and right into the second. It seems like that's not really a build anymore. It seems like people just do no punch through builds with maximum damage, which I can see why. I mean, on single target damage like a boss, it's a better choice. Apparently I can't aim now. How did Taco Supreme not get knocked down from that? All the poison flying around? Stun Wraith! Oh, right in the dick. Alright. Oh, hey, look, Grenier. Hi, guys. Ooh, Tellurium. That might be a good mission to go do, because Tellurium's kind of annoying to farm. And unlike Argon Crystals, it doesn't decay first. I gotta figure out, like, is there a way to get around the decay in Argon Crystals? Like, maybe you could actually go to your dojo and stash some of it. Really, Taco Supreme? Well, here I go, too. Why are you standing in electricity, stupid ass? Alright, I'm going to go back real quick, too, because if I don't, I have guaranteed that these guys will be back. Or, will stay here for the rest of the map, and then I'd have to come back anyway. Taco Supreme, you son of a bitch. He's going to keep, or she's going to keep dying here. Like, I don't know why. Oh my god, really? I think she's glitched right here. Well, this is fun. Oh my god, you made it out. Hooray, good for you. I laugh, by the way, because people make fun of it, but I just built a comb. Because I didn't have one yet, and it could give me more mastery rank points and stuff to level it up. But I was looking to see if there's any viable builds for it at all. Some people are saying that it's overpowered, other people are saying it sucks, and a lot of people are saying that they make fun of you if you use it. I'm kind of curious now if you can actually make a really good build out of a comb. I don't know, just a thought. I always have to check in here. It used to be so much more difficult to climb up here with the original movement. Not anymore. Stupid easy now. It also didn't help that Nick and I were impatient when we used to do that, and we didn't realize that you could burn off the little decay and growth there by going 7 all the pressure plates that'll cause the shock. Or the lasers, I mean. Shock. Also, is worth noting for me anyway, that I think that with the latest updates, the Orokin Vaults have changed to the point where I don't think you can get them really close to the beginning. Because months ago, when Nick and I were still playing this a lot, we used to get a chance where there'd be an Orokin Vault literally right behind us at the very beginning of the map. Because I think it's just randomly assigned to whatever doors on the map that is locked normally. And we always had a chance of it spawning literally right behind us at the beginning of the map. That happened more times than I care to admit, actually. And actually, I don't care to admit this either, but there was one time I'm pretty damn sure where we weren't paying attention to that, and we didn't look behind us, and we ran the entirety of the map, cleared everything, and then came back looking for it for another 10 minutes. And then found out at the beginning, we're pissed at ourselves that we missed it, and it was the wrong key. Hold on, guys. Let me just go and stomp so I can get a couple more kills. Oh, you're a napalm. Never mind. Three napalms in one room, really? Well, in front of one door, I mean. This is kind of overpowered, isn't it? 4 napalms in one room? Excuse me, I was wrong. Oh, well, I mean, I guess one's a bombard. I was wrong. Look at all the friggin' explosions and gunfire. Apparently I can't aim. Nope, apparently I can't aim. Hey. There's so many guys in this one little room. Click, click, click. Holy crap, really? There's like 30 people. There's the door, and it is hobbled again. Yay. Or extinguished. Wow, that's actually... I thought that was hobbled. What? Doesn't hobbled look somewhere? Anyway. Well, I didn't get it this time, so we're going to go ahead and end it here, though, just to... Because I don't want to go like 40 minutes of me doing the same thing over and again. It sucks, but what are you going to do? I didn't get it this time. But yeah, that's just... I guess that all this really is just me running through, having some fun. Talking to you guys, letting you know the update that I think I finally fixed the stupid bad recording glitches that I've been having, but... Spy mission... Yeah, I'll come back and do that in just a minute, when I get my next recording up. So, thanks guys very much for watching. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, because it really helps me out a lot. I thank you very much for joining me on this little fun ride of trying to level stuff that eventually never got leveled just due to the fact that I didn't get the actual thing. I should also take off that key. But yeah, in the next one, we'll probably do this spy mission, get the Tellurium, and then head on over and do something else. But otherwise, thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll talk to you very soon. You all have a good day, and once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, because it's coming up real soon. So, talk to you guys soon.